that you can actually apply for right now in the month of May. Not only am I going to give you guys a little bit of sauce on a couple of grants you can apply for, but I'm also going to apply for a $10,000 startup grant here live on YouTube. So if you are watching this video afterwards, this live stream afterwards, hey friend, thanks so much for clicking on my video. Now, if you would like for me to apply for this $10,000 startup grant, which is a grant for anybody who needs to start a business, okay? So you don't have to have an LLC and you don't have to have an EIN, no credit checks, no personal information needed. If you want me to apply for it for you, all you have to do is simply follow the directions inside of the description of this video, which will direct you into purchasing my $35 course on how to write a business plan, okay? Now, if you've already purchased this course before and you still want me to apply for this grant for you, friend, all you have to do is join my $20 a month community. I'm directing you there because I want to motivate you to apply for grants yourself, and I'm willing to hold your hand through the process, okay? So, welcome in, friend. Happy Saturday. I'm not going to take too much of your time this morning. I just want to inform you, give you some really good, education to jumpstart your next week, okay? So we are in the month of May, all right? So April showers bring, May flowers. That's what they say. And so this is usually when we see that the seeds that we planted at the beginning of this year, they really start to grow, right? So I hope you guys have been in positive spirits lately these last couple of weeks, no matter what things that, adversities you've been facing. Listen, all we got to do is keep pushing forward and persevering as entrepreneurs. So welcome in, you guys. We are going to talk about some grants that's in here in the HelloSkip platform, okay? HelloSkip is a federally certified nonprofit organization. So they usually give out micro grants every month to entrepreneurs and small business owners like you and I who are well deserving of these opportunities, right? So federally certified, which means this ain't no scam or no fraud or no none of that stuff. And you may be wondering, I have some people that say, okay, do people really get these grants? Yes, they do. HelloSkip is so out there that they actually post the winners on their YouTube. So I definitely advise that you subscribe to their channel and turn on push notifications so you won't miss out on when they're announcing you as the winner. All right, so we're going to talk about some grants that's inside the HelloSkip platform because, yes, they have a free platform that you can join right now. You can visit helloskip.com. You can use my invite code Superior Shelby. That's Superior Shelby with an IE at the end, okay? And once you use my code and you sign yourself up, you will see that there is over 20 grants in this platform that you can apply for here in the month of May 2024. All right, so I'm going to show you the platform. We're going to kind of navigate through it. And then towards the end of this video, I am going to apply live here on YouTube for our friend Veronica. Okay, she signed up. She purchased my $35 course. Shout out to you, friend. And thank you so much for trusting me and applying for this grant for you live on YouTube. Now, I'm going to say this again. If you want me, a 71% successful grant writer, to apply for this grant for you that I'm going to talk about later on, then all you have to do is follow the instructions in the description. Okay, that's purchase my $35 course on how to write a business plan, or you can join my $20 a month community if you have already purchased the course before, okay? All right, so let's move forward. So HelloSkip is an amazing platform to get into, but before I get there, because I know I have to educate y'all, okay? Grants. What is a grant? A grant, even if you Google it, is going to say a grant is an award, sometimes, financial, given by an entity. So it can be a foundation, it can be the government, right? Or it can be another company for either some type of goal or an incentivized progress or performance. So that's the actual definition of it. But to give you the not even the street definition, just to simplify it for you, grants is free money that we don't have to pay back. No credit checks and no personal information needed. So we don't have to worry about giving them any type of date of birth or social, right? We don't have to worry about giving these folks our bank statements because they don't want to know where we stay at, and they also don't want to know where we work at too, okay? They don't care about none of that stuff because we don't have to pay it back. Hey friends, welcome in. I'm so happy you guys are joining me this Saturday morning. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, I promise. So, with us knowing that grants is free money that we don't have to pay back, no credit checks and no personal information needed, there's no guarantees, right? Because we don't have to pay it back. You get guaranteed opportunities when you got to pay it back. Of course, I'll give you $10,000 if you give me 15. Right? That makes a lot of sense. So with grant opportunities, it's different. However, there's 4 different ways that you can get approved of a grant. Remember, free money that we can get either from the US government, like the Treasury or the Presidential Administration. We could get this money from any type of other company like Walmart, Amazon, Google, Tesla. And then we can also get this free money from foundations like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, you guys have heard of, the SBA, the Fearless Fund, the Hope Foundation, right? And so we apply for these opportunities, no credit checks. Now, the 4 ways you can get approved of a grant. One way is through a pitch competition. So you see that with Shark Tank, with Dame Dash and Mark Cuban and all of those other amazing business owners, entrepreneurs, right? And then you have, so that's a pitch competition. And then the second way you can get approved of a grant is through a random raffle or drawing. So that's when they're picking out of the bunch, right, randomly. But you still have to apply in order for you to be enter in a chance to win. And then the third way you can get approved of a grant is simply through a judgment. So that's when they're reading the answers on the applications and they're actually picking and choosing the best candidates out of all of the applicants. And the last way, the 4th way you can get approved of a grant is simply through a first come, first serve opportunity, okay? So first come, first serve opportunity, we saw that with like the PPP funding, and we also saw that with the SBA, EIDL targeted advanced funding, okay? Now, are there more guaranteed grants that you can get for yourself? Absolutely, friend. So the 2 main websites that I will use to find more guaranteed, more qualifying grants for you to help you get a higher chance of approval would be to visit grants.gov, that's grants.gov, or you can visit grantwatch, okay, .com, all right, grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is a $40 a month subscription. I'm just forewarning you, but it is really easy to read. There's filters in place that you can use to search for the grants that serve in your favor in your local area and also in your specific business industry. Then you have the grants.gov grants. Those grants are more of those government grants, right? So those are first come, first serve opportunities as long as you have the documentation to provide with showing the reasons for why you're deserving of the opportunity. Now, with government grants, you kind of want to already be a seasoned business. I don't personally, in my 8 years of doing this, I haven't saw a lot of government startup grants, right? Government grants that are for starting businesses. I usually see these grant opportunities through foundations like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, and other federally certified nonprofit organizations that help us entrepreneurs scale. So now that you know what a grant is, the 4 ways you can win a grant, out of the 4 ways I explained to you and all of this good information I gave you, I just want to let you know what's so in common of all the ways you can get a grant is that you simply have to apply. If you don't apply for these opportunities, you're truly not giving yourself the chance at really knowing your full potential in your business. Right? When you apply for these opportunities, there are questions that these applications ask that should not intimidate you or put you in fear or in doubt. It should actually make you think, well, hey, I possibly never thought of that before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think on that even more, dive deeper into this particular question so that I can have clarity as a business owner to be prepared for any type of situation that may occur like such, right? So let's get into the platform. Now that you know what a grant is and all of that good stuff, let's talk about Hello Skip and all the grants that they have in here available to you. And then you can sign yourself up using my invite code Superior Shelby, okay? That's Shelby with the IE at the end. All right, so let me show you guys the Hello Skip platform. Now, shout out to Veronica for trusting me and also allowing me to apply for a grant for her live here on YouTube. If you would like for me to apply for the $10,000 Hello Skip Startup Grant live on YouTube, all you have to do is purchase my $35 course that's in the description of this video, or you can just simply join my community if you have already purchased the course, okay? You join the community, the link is in the description as well, okay? All right, so let's get down to it. So it says, recommended grants. So once you log into Hello Skip has a full dashboard, okay? So it also has an app. So if you have the app on your phone, it'll be easy to navigate as well. So you sign yourself up, and as you can see that there is 29 different grants in here available, okay? So the one I want to talk about here on YouTube that you have by May 31st to apply for is the Venmo Small Business Grant. They are giving away $20,000 grants to any qualified business owner. So let's talk about what you have to qualify for this one. So it says Venmo is giving 20 business profile users the money and mentorship they need to reach the next level of success. Special consideration will be given to small business owners from historically underrepresented communities. Here's how the program works. Okay, you must be a Venmo business profile user with a business description as well as a profile and background photos on their accounts. Okay, you just sign up for the Venmo business profile. So you go to Venmo.com and sign up for it. And then it says, must have less than 50K in annual revenue, okay? Must have less than 50K in annual revenue. So if you make over 6 figures, if you make over $50,000 annual revenue with your business, then this is not the grant for you. So pretty good grant for startups, I will say. And then must have 10 or fewer employees, okay? So if you are counted as one employee as well, so even if you are a sole prop, you can still apply for this grant. Now you have by May 31st to apply for this grant opportunity. Now, what I like about this one is that you can actually go directly to the website if you want to, right? And you can apply there or you can apply inside of the Hello Skip application. Now, here is the questionnaire, right, that they have here on Hello Skip. So the first question with this one, and this is the actual, we're under the application tab. It says, we'd love to hear about your business, your background, and how you made it to where you are today. So that's the first question. So explain to them about your business. So give them a description, your background, and how you made it there today. And then it says, what does the future look like for your business? How can Venmo help you achieve your goals? Okay, that's the second question. And the third question is, if applicable, tell us how being a member of a historically underrepresented community, either Black women, Black community, the women community, the Latino community, have made or shaped your entrepreneurial experience. Okay, so 3 really good questions that you must be detailed in. So you can visit helloskip.com. You can apply for this one. So if you wanted to apply, this is how you would do this in the Hello Skip. You would click on I'm interested, say all set, and then obviously it will come up, right? You can join the Skip Plus. Skip Plus has all of these other features, but if you don't want to join Skip Plus for $20 a month, here all you gotta do is click the X, okay? Now you can apply on the external site or you can simply apply here within the Hello Skip platform, okay? Once you apply in the Hello Skip platform, remember, Hello Skip actually helps you write it with artificial intelligence. See, we don't know if the actual application on the external website will allow you or have that on their application, right? So let's click on it and let's see if we go to the external website and try to apply directly through Venmo. All right, so this is the Venmo.com website. So even if you wanted to apply to this grant yourself, outside of Hello Skip, and you didn't want to commit to Hello Skip, that's fine. You can visit Venmo.com and you can apply to this grant for yourself. But don't limit yourself because Hello Skip has a lot of great opportunities in there for you that you don't have to search around for too much. All right, so $20,000, right? And so it allows you to apply now. And if you wanted to apply directly through the site, then here is the information they would need, okay? So personal information, which will be your first, last name, and your email address, your business information, and then about your business, which is most likely the 3 questions. And then once you submit, then, that's it, okay? The application is done. Because this is not a Hello Skip grant, let me just explain to you guys generally how this works, okay? So generally speaking, when you are applying for grants yourself, once you submit the application online, you want to give the grantors at least 30 days after the business grant deadline date to let you know if you were selected. So the deadline date for this grant is May 31st. So you want to wait until June 30th, right? Or let's say the first week of July or so, to know whether or not you were selected. Now, how will they tell you? How will you know if you were selected? Well, as you can see that this grant doesn't really have Well, it does have a login, right? So you do have to have a login, things like that. So maybe in their dashboard, they will update you. But not all grants have some sort of dashboard or login type of thing where you can just log in and check the status of your grant. There are some grants out here where they're simple Google forms or Jot forms, right? And once you submit it, that's it. It's in their database and there's no way to log in and to check the status. Well, with that being said, what I would say to best help you prepare and to keep yourself organized is to create a grant specific email, right? So you can use abccompany.grants@gmail.com, right? Whatever your company name is, .grants@gmail.com. And you will use that email as your business email when you are applying for the grants, because they will correspond to you via email and let you know whether or not you were selected. Now, not all grants tell you if you were not selected, but they will announce the winners and they will, send everyone who applied the winners of that opportunity. If you're not listed as a winner, then obviously you didn't win, okay? So you should expect this email correspondence at least 30 days after the deadline date. What's so cool about a lot of these grant opportunities is that they actually have a grant timeline on there. So you got to pay attention to the grants that you are clicking on, and you got to read the descriptions and really read through what the requirements are. If you don't, then you will find yourself just applying, and then you will really start to feel like, okay, I'm applying for so many grants. Why am I not getting approved? And it's simply because you're just only applying for broad grants, right? You're only applying for grants that don't even serve in your favor. Right? You're just applying for them because they're inside of the Hello Skip platform. So make sure you read the description and make sure you are qualified to apply for that opportunity. Now, you apply, you submit it. Now that you have your grant specific email and you send it to that email, what I also advise when you are applying for grants, aside from having the Hello Skip dashboard, because you can't always depend on, software and systems, because things be crashing. Cyber breaches and stuff be happening. Not saying that will ever, God forbid, that happens with them, but I'm just saying things happen. So the best way for you to keep track of the grants that you are applying for is to create your own Google Sheet, right? Or your own spreadsheet. And what you want to do is put the name of the grant in column A. Column B, you can put the link of the grant. In column C, you can put the deadline date of the grant. And then column D, you can put, when to expect the correspondence, right? So you can always create a spreadsheet that you can always go back to, and you can check the spreadsheet every day, right, in your business operations, or every weekend or so, to see, okay, I remember I applied for some grants back in May. Now it is June 30th. I want to see, did I get approved for any of those grants that I applied for? Okay. So you got to be vigilant. You got to stay on top of your grant writing journey, just like how you're staying on top of your, credit development journey, so you can get those loans, lines of credit, and credit cards for the business. Okay. I'm not talking about personal. I'm talking about business. All right. So you can always visit Venmo.com and apply. All right. And so let's go back to Hello Skip. But Hello Skip seems a bit easier to apply for this opportunity. It's very straightforward, right? And it already has the 3 questions in there for you. And you can also use artificial intelligence. Now, I believe, did I do this? No, I didn't do that. So that was her, okay? All right, so let's go back to some other grants that they have here in the Hello Skip platform that I don't want you guys to miss out on, because there's so many great grant opportunities in here. Don't forget that on Tuesday, I believe, which is May 4th, just 3 days away, they are giving away the $1,000 instant grant. If you didn't get a chance to apply for this grant the last time I talked about it, go ahead and visit helloskip.com and apply for this grant instantly yourself, and let me show it to you. Now, once you apply to this grant yourself, then you will be entered in a chance to win, and they will do a random, I believe, raffle live on YouTube on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Skip's YouTube. All right, so you want to follow them. Now, they give out $1,000 instantly. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people could use $1,000 instantly. The last time that they did this, which was last week, I believe, was it last week or the week before last? they picked 6 different winners. All right, 6 winners. So you want to give yourself the chance at potentially winning $1,000 instantly once they call your name on YouTube. You have to provide them with your entry number or your PIN code. All right, during the live. All right, and then once you provide them with that, then you will let them know how you would like your instant grant. Okay, would you like it Cash App, Zelle, BillPay.com, whichever platform that they prefer they use. Okay, all right, so that's the Skip $1,000 grant. All right, so let's go over some more grants opportunities. So the Amazon Small Business Grant is one that I've actually had experience with getting a client for. I've helped them get one of the $10,000 grant opportunities. Amazon is really well known for giving out $10,000 every month. They've been doing this since since the pandemic. And it's really cool. So let's kind of read a little bit of the details of this grant opportunities. And if you qualify, I definitely advise that you apply for this one. So they are actually giving out $25,000 up to $25,000. So it says, to celebrate Small Business Month, Amazon is giving away up to $25,000 to spur innovation and support the growth of small businesses that are driving impact in their local communities. Here's how this program works. Ensure you are eligible before beginning your application. So you must have an existing Amazon business account, must be a U.S.-based and entrepreneur, and must be 18 years and older, and you must have an annual revenue of less or equal to $1 million, okay? And then you can apply by May 24th. So you have about 13 days left from this live stream to apply for this grant opportunity. So let's kind of look at the application. So this is a 6-question application. The first question asks, why did you start your business? The second question asks, what is your business mission or vision? The third question asks, how does your business innovate or add value for your customers? This is a really good question, right? How does your product, in other words, for question 3, it's asking, how does your product or service help your customers, okay? And then number 4 asks, how would receiving the grant help you? Please note, if you are selected as a candidate, your response to this question will be published for Amazon business customers to vote for your business. So how would receiving the grant help you? Okay, so you want to be very polished, professional, and thorough when you're answering question 4 for sure, because they are going to publish this answer for other business owners to vote for you, okay? So you really want to sell it. Sell your story. The best way to answer question number 4 is to really express your testimony. Right? There is a reason why you're getting into your holistic healing business. There's a reason why you're getting into trucking. There's a reason why. And if you can't come up with a reason why besides the simple fact that you need money, then use the artificial intelligence tools in here to help you out, right? Still give yourself the chance, or really think deeper, all right? Because even though with you needing money, there is something deeper behind that, right? Okay, I need money. I've always been in this financial cycle where I feel like I'm chasing the bag instead of actually enjoying it, right? So you can say something like that. All right, so number 5 is, what is a large problem your company faced and how did you persevere? A really good question. So a lot of you guys went through the pandemic, right? And you still had your businesses open. That is definitely a problem that your company faced, and you just explained how you were able to keep moving forward. Did you receive any type of small business grants or any type of funding to help you keep going? Number 6 says, how does your business give back to the community? How does your business give back to the community? This is a really great question. I actually really like this application. I'm going to make sure, if I haven't already applied for this one, I'm actually going to apply for it myself because this is a really great questionnaire. Honestly, I like the questions they're asking. How does your business give back to the community? This is very important, right? We can always chase the bag and get money, but paying it forward is what it's really all about. And so if you're paying it forward with your type of business, service, or product, well, how do you give back to the community, right? So some of you guys give free haircuts, you give free services during like Mother's Day and Father's Day, things like that. So what do you do? All right, so this is the Amazon Small Business Grant. So you can always visit Amazon.com and apply for this grant directly, or you can visit HelloSkip.com and apply for it inside of the HelloSkip platform, okay? All right, so let's go over 2 more grants that I saw in here that I wanted to go over. All right. And see, they have the $10,000 grant, digital resources. That's Verizon Small Business Digital Ready. I like that grant, but I think that's for only a certain businesses in different states. So I won't go over that one. You guys can go over that one yourselves. Let me see here. It was another one in here. I was like, oh, we should go over this one. Okay, so the eBay Up and Running grant. This is one I actually like too. So this grant, they're giving out 50 $10,000 grants to eBay business sellers. This was wild when I saw this. To give out 50 $10,000 grant opportunities, some of you guys always ask, well, how many grants are they giving out? Well, this grant, eBay is giving out 50 of them, okay? So 50 small businesses will get a chance at winning $10,000. And as you guys know, well, what's so significant right now is that not a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners or just consumers in general know about grant opportunities. So don't put yourself in the overthinking barrel where you're thinking that maybe there's going to be like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 people applying for this. No, friend, it might be a couple hundred, right? Because not everyone knows about grants, and then you have a lot of people that know about grants, but they put themselves in a box and they don't give themselves the chances. Then you got a lot of people who are wannapreneurs versus entrepreneurs, right? So the people who want to apply, but they don't actually execute, but the entrepreneurs with an E who actually execute these opportunities. So your chances of winning this opportunity is really, really high. All right, so let's give it a chance. Let's read through the details. So it says eBay. Let me zoom in for y'all. Okay, so it says eBay is giving back to the small businesses powering America. In partnership with Hello Alice, eBay is awarding more than $500,000 in grants and education resources to help small businesses stay up and running in 2024 and beyond. So here's how this program works. You must be an active eBay seller on or before December 1st, 2023. All right, you with a seller rating that is above standard or top rated. Must be a legal resident of the 50 United States, the District of Columbia, or Puerto Rico. Must be 18 years or older. If you are in Alabama or I believe that's New England or what, that you have to be 19 years or older. That's interesting. And then you have by June 7th to apply. All right. There you go. So that's that 50 $10,000 grant. So you can apply for this one. Let's take a look at what they're asking. Okay. So this is a 7-question questionnaire. All right. So let's look at some of the questions that they have here for us. All right, so it says, how would you describe your business? What are your products or services you offer? A maximum of 150 words, so they do have a max on here. Please elaborate on your biggest obstacle or challenge in 2 sentences or less. What inspired you to start selling on eBay? What excites you most about being an eBay small business owner? Please elaborate on how you intend to use the grant funding. Be as specific as possible. You have a max of 300 words with that one. Number 5 says, what goals have you set for your selling online? For selling online, and what steps are you taking to achieve these goals? The max is 300 words. The 6th question says, how would you use the $10,000 grant to accelerate your business? And how would this grant support the business goals outlined in your previous response? So this is really good because this makes you go back to question 4, which is elaborate on how you intend to use the grant money. These are 2 different questions. Question 4 is asking you if you have like an X and Y chart that explains your business bills, how much they cost on an annual or even monthly basis, you can actually enter that information in here. Right? We intend to use this grant funding towards our business overhead bills and also to acquire new supplies and equipment that will cost us around this much. Whatever the remaining balance is, we will use towards our marketing budget. As you know that things have increased in technology, giving us a really good shot at, targeting the clients that we're looking for. Right? So you want to elaborate on how you intend to use it. But number 6 says, how would you use a $10,000 grant to accelerate your business, and how would this grant support the business goals you've outlined in your previous response? All right, so how would you use a $10,000 grant to accelerate your business? So with the $10,000 as stated, so number 6, I will actually start this as As stated in question 4, whatever remaining balance I have left over will go towards my marketing budget, which will help accelerate my business by putting my business at the forefront of all of the clients I am targeting. This grant supports my business goals and my missions, as our mission is outlined to be X, Y, and Z. And this grant is a grant that seems is for small business owners who are facing financial times of adversity and who are persevering through these economic times. Right? So that's a way you can answer this question. Now, number 7, what is the one achievement you are most proud of or has made the greatest impact? Tell us the story. We love to hear about this special moment in your business, family, local, or seller communities. So some of you all have really truly helped other families, right? Other small business owners out here, persons with disabilities. You guys have helped seniors out here. So give them the actual story, but put it in maximum 300 words. Now, if I were you, I would totally use ChatGPT to help me with keeping the word count in check. But other than that, if you are an eBay seller, they're giving out $10,000 grants to 50 business owners who have an eBay selling account. So shout out to y'all. This is super dope. Okay, and last but not least, let's go ahead and apply for the $10,000 Hello Skip startup grant. This is my favorite grant right now because it's for anybody who wants to start a business. And you guys know I love talking about startup grants and helping you guys get started. I'm a small business development coach, and this is what I like to do and educate you guys. Okay, so this is Veronica's application. Okay, she's all done, she's good to go. And so Veronica's application, we completed this overnight. Now, she owns Ronnie's Realty LLC. And so I'll read a little bit of her company description just to answer to number 1. But let's go over this grant. Now, this is my favorite grant so far. We have by May 31st to apply for it. So let me zoom in for you. It says, at Skip, we understand that starting a business is difficult. It's why we built our tools to help entrepreneurs fund and grow their business. The Skip $10,000 startup grant celebrates the sacrifices you have made to start your business. This grant is open to all early stage entrepreneurs and small business owners in the United States, regardless of the stage or size of their business. Here's how it works. You must be a US-based entrepreneur. You have to be 18 years or older. Preference will be given to early stage entrepreneurs. So what that means, friend, is that if you don't have an LLC or you don't have an EIN, that's A-okay because you're preferred to actually apply for this grant opportunity. Now you have by May 31st to apply for this grant. Now this is a 3-question application. You can visit helloskip.com. You can use my invite code Superior Shelby, that's Shelby with an IE at the end, and you can sign yourself up and apply for this grant for yourself, all for free, okay? Or if you want me to save you time this weekend and apply for it for you here live on YouTube, all you have to do is purchase my $35 course on how to write a business plan. If you've already purchased that and you still want me to apply for the grant for you, join my community. It's $20 a month. The link is in the description, okay? Easiest way to access the link in the description is simply use a laptop or an iPad. If you're on your cell phone, it may be a challenge. All right, so it says describe your product or service. This is the first question to this grant application. The second question says, why did you start your business? The third question says, we want to hear what makes you proud of your business. What would you consider to be your biggest accomplishment? Okay, so a 3-question application. They're not asking for any personal information. They don't want your date of birth or social. They don't want you don't have to have an LLC. You don't have to have an EIN. You can be in your idea phases, right? You could have just thought about this business last night and you're like, well, this is a really great idea. Like on my walk this morning, right? So you guys can visit helloskip.com. You can apply for the grant yourself, okay? But on my walk this morning, you guys, I was thinking about a new business idea. I was looking at Murphy and we were walking and I said, it would be really cool if I actually started like my own little pet store. And I came up with a name and everything. And I said, you know what, I'm going to apply for the grant, right? You can apply for this grant even if you just thought about the idea last night. It makes sense, right? So if I came up with the idea earlier this morning when I was on my jog. I said, I can create my own little pet store. I can do it in 2 different versions. I can do an organic version and I can do a regular kind of like PetSmart type of feel, right? Where it's like technology and it has a lot going on over there. You can get chips and all kinds of stuff for your dog. But the organic version has like the veterinarian and it's like all this organic food and all this good stuff, gourmet stuff. It's like really cool, right? So I was like, oh, okay, I can create this and people love their pets. So why wouldn't it make money, right? And if there's anything that I've seen on Shark Tank that wins a lot, it's anything that has something to do with pets, right? So I was like, well, when you just instantly think of a really great idea, you can go ahead and apply for this grant opportunity, potentially win $10,000 and go ahead and have the money to put behind the idea that you just came up with, right? So you want to take the time out to at least apply for this 3-question application before you go party for the weekend or go be with your family or go enjoy your me time. Take this time out to prioritize your business funding journey and visit helloskip.com and apply for this grant for you. And as I showed you at the beginning of this live stream, HelloSkip has over 20 grants available in this platform. So don't just apply for this one grant, apply for all of the others that serve in your favor inside of the HelloSkip platform. All right, so for those of you who are just coming in, we are talking about the HelloSkip $10,000 startup grant. I also went over 4 other grants earlier, so you can possibly watch this live stream later. But HelloSkip.com is a free platform you can join, friend, and you can use my invite code Superior Shelby, and you can find all of these grants in there. Matter of fact, you don't even have to search for them. They're right there in the dashboard for you, and you can just apply for these grants that serve in your favor. Right? Remember, grants is free money that we don't have to pay back, no credit checks, no personal information needed. Okay? All right, so let me read a little bit of Veronica's first question. Okay, I'm going to read the answer to her first question. The first question asks, what does your business do to describe your product or service? The answer that I gave her was, at Ronnie's Realty LLC, we specialize in providing top-tier residential rental properties. With a focus on 2-family homes, our core service is offering impeccably maintained and thoughtfully designed rental units that serve as more than just living spaces. They're homes where families can thrive. Our properties boast groomed lawns, stylish interiors, creating an environment that residents can be proud to call home. We prioritize safety and security, that our tenants feel comfortable to secure their surroundings. It says, beyond the physical space, we offer a sense of community, fostering connections among our residents and creating neighborhoods where everyone feels like family. Whether they're seeking a cozy apartment for your family or an investment property opportunity, we have the perfect property to meet your needs, okay? So there's so much more to this. To the answer, I kind of danced around it, but this is her answer. It's really nice and polished and professional and straight to the point, okay? So there you have it. All right, so let's move forward. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hey, Junior, you said, can you please send me the Google? No, I'm going to refund you because you need to apply for this grant yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me, though, but no, I want you guys to apply for these grants yourself if I've already applied for it for you. I want to target individuals who I've never applied for a grant for before, okay? So I'm refunding you right now. No, thank you. I love you, friend, but go to HelloSkip. You have a HelloSkip login. Go apply for yourself and go through the actual platform, okay? Yeah, okay. Go apply. Go apply yourself, friend. Okay. So I'm actually refunding you right now the full $35. Thank you so much, though. I really do appreciate you for supporting me. You're like, I really want you to apply, but friend, I need for you to use those same answers that I put in your last application and copy and paste that, okay? So let me show you how you are refunded. There you go, fully refunded for, this is your receipt number. You have it, so you're good to go, okay? This is you. All right, you are refunded, friend. Okay, there you go. All right, so yeah, because shout out to Larita too. Larita came through this morning and she purchased the course. So what I did was I went on ahead and I sent Larita the Google form I need for her to complete. Okay, so if I've never applied for a grant for you before, and this is your first time kind of hiring a grant writer and getting to know about grants and stuff, yes, you can definitely have me apply for the grant for you live on YouTube. All you have to do is purchase the $35 course. The link is in the description, okay? If I've already applied for a grant for you, please, 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 okay, apply for this grant yourself. You can also join my $20 a month community, all right? The link is in the description as well. But yeah, you got to apply to this one yourself, okay? I'm encouraging you to apply for these grants yourself so you can have the experience when you are applying for grants. A lot of the times we can impulsively buy things. So we just buy because we really do want to support, or we buy because we buy with emotions, impulsively buying. But then it's also a thing where it's like you could save the money and just do it yourself, right? It's the 3-question application. And if you just simply don't want to, well, you got to get uncomfortable in doing that, right? Because this is your funding journey. And there's so many other grants out here, right? You can't always just want me to apply for this $35 or whatever, just always to apply. No, you need to apply yourself. You need to go and apply for more qualifying grants as well. Visit grants.gov, grants.gov. That's one website that I advise that you go to search for grants that's serving your favor. And then also grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is $40 a month. It's a $40 a month subscription, but so worth it because you find so many other grants in that platform that's serving your favor, and you'll be able to apply for the ones that are more qualifying towards you as a company owner, which will help increase your chances of approvals, okay? So grants.gov and grantwatch.com are other 2 websites you can use aside from HelloSkip grants, right? But HelloSkip has a lot of other over 20 grants in the platform that you can apply to, okay? So yeah, that's all I wanted to bring to you guys today. I do want to go over some frequently asked questions really quick before we wrap up this Zoom. One question that I consistently get is, can I apply to these grants or this particular $10,000 startup grant for multiple business ideas? And I would say I would not advise that you do that. Can you physically do it? Yes. But I don't advise that you do that because it can possibly, there's a high chance of it potentially decreasing your chance at winning. And the reasons for why is because grantors can see that as being a bit greedy, especially when you have other company owners who only have one business and they are truly putting all of their passion and all of their eggs into this opportunity. And you've applied for this grant for so many different business ideas. It's not the business idea that gets you the grant opportunity, right? It's what you put on the application. Right? So some of you guys are like, well, what's the best business to have? I get this question too. What's the best business to have to get approved for grants? Well, that's not how these grants work, right? Because they don't want you to be in a certain particular business industry in order for you to only go for free money opportunities. That's a finesse. And finessing is too close to scamming and fraud. Are you that? No, right? So with that being said, you don't want to do that, all right? I would advise that you apply for one grant opportunity, one business owner, okay? That's it. And then when you are developing your company, it's always easier for individuals who truly have passion in their business, like especially if you make candles, right? Or if you cook, or if you like people who have an art, they truly can, it's easy for them to show passion in their business because they truly love doing what they do. It's a hobby for them. They will do it for free even if they didn't get paid, right? Like that's what it is. And then you have others that just kind of want to only make money. You're kind of just chasing the bag. And so for those individuals, it can be a challenge for you to actually answer these grant questions. So I would advise that you use artificial intelligence, right? Some of us are better at being investors than actual company owners, right? Which is being in the field of the company or of the business industry and developing in the industry and growing. Some of us are trying to take some of this grant funding and invest into other companies and to allow the other companies and the CEOs of those companies go through all of that and we just reap the benefits. Well, how can you apply for grants that serve in your favor if you are an investor? Well, usually with like investors, if you want to become a business investor, usually you want to do like crowdfunding opportunities. You might want to do like investment capital opportunities, like actually a loan, line of credit, or credit card. You can apply for grant opportunities for that particular business that you want to invest in, right? You can do that. But other than that, like as far as in like grants for actual investing, there's no grants that I've saw in my years of experience specifically for investing, right? For example, Goldman Sachs is not going to give out $100,000 or $10,000 grant just so you can take that $10,000 and invest it into another company, right? That's not how that works. So you can get a loan for that. You can get a loan for that for sure, right? It's called investment capital loans, right? And you can get those type of loan opportunities, and you can use that loan to invest it in. Remember, it's a gamble there because you don't know if that other business is going to really scale or if it's going to make money, if it's going to make any profits, but that's, you are still liable towards that loan opportunity, right? So if you want to get into the investing side and you want to apply for grants, the most creative and strategic way that I would say with applying for grants on that end is that I would apply for the grant for that particular business that I'm looking to invest in, right? So if I got a friend and she's going to start her own, holistic healing business, like yoga studio, right? And say she needs about $500,000 to get started. So if I'm going to invest into her, then I would apply for grants that is like through, let's say, for example, Aveeno, right? Aveeno, we all know Aveeno lotion and things like that. Well, they actually give out grants and stuff too for skincare. So if you are into skincare and body oils, right? So I would apply for that type of grant. I would apply for, a grant that is particular for spas, right? I would apply for grants that are, that are tailored towards that particular business. I would also, but before I do that, I would talk to the business owner and I would say, hey, like there's grants out here available. Are you okay with us applying for these opportunities so that way we can have the capital to continue to invest, right? So that is how I would go about that. Another example, if you have a friend that is opening up their own auto body shop, right? They want to paint cars and they want to fix on cars and things like that. I mean, custom whips. We talking about from 1971 Chevy Impalas all the way up to 2024 BMW X6s, right? And so say your friend wants to do this custom car studio, all kinds of cool stuff, right? And you want to invest in your friend needs $300,000. Well, you can apply for grants on your friend's behalf that's in the auto industry. Yes, there are grants available for that. Even if you want to get into auto sales, there's grants for that, right? If you want to get into real estate, there's grants for that. But you have to be like strategic on the way. You have to be creative on how you apply to these opportunities, okay? And in the descriptions of the grants, they will explain to you how this grant opportunity works and if you are qualified to apply. So it's important to read the description. The top three, I would say, 3 ways how a lot of people don't get approved for grants is, one way is because they're not prepared. So not being prepared is not reading the description and also not like reading the application too, because a lot of the times you can go through the application before even submitting it. So not being properly prepared. All right. So doing your due diligence and reading through that grant application is definitely going to help you. Another way, I would say the second reason why a lot of people don't get approved for grants is because they apply for grants that really don't qualify or serve in their favor, right? So for example, you can apply for a minority business grant, but this minority business grant is tailored towards individuals who are a part of a specific Indian tribe, right? Or who is indigenous, right? So indigenous can be a minority business as well. So if you just apply for that opportunity because it says minority business owners here apply for this $20,000 grant, well, you didn't read the description, which is step number 1, right? Properly prepare yourself, and you just apply for a grant that doesn't even qualify you. And what happens is, which brings me to number 3, the third reason why a lot of people don't get approved for grants is because they simply don't apply. And because of one, you not following step 1 thoroughly, and also you not, and then coming to step 2 where you're just applying for random grants, eventually you're going to apply for so many grants that you're going to be like, well, dang, I don't apply for 200 grants, 300 grants. Why I didn't get approved for one? And you're just applying for random grants. And what happens is you're going to put yourself in some sort of like doubt or a down spiral. And then you're going to believe that these grants aren't real. There's no purpose in me applying for them. And then you stop applying. So it's really important, okay, to read the description first, go through the application first, have your grant specific email. That is the email that I told you guys earlier in this live. Make sure you create a grant specific email, which is mycompany.grants.com. It can be simple. And then also to keep yourself organized, make sure that you create a spreadsheet, okay? The spreadsheet will be, column A can be the name of the grant, column B could be the link to the grant application, and column C would be like the deadline date of the grant. And then column D or so would be like let's say that can be like the date that you're expecting to know or have some type of correspondence from the grantors, okay? So create a grant specific email, have a spreadsheet, go through the grant applications first, right? And go through the description. And then also in my community, this is what we kind of dive deeper into each grant that we apply for. And we actually go through what's called the small little hyperlink, the terms and conditions, because believe it or not, when you go through the terms and conditions, they actually show you what's called like a grant scoreboard. And the grant scoreboard is, it'll give you, it's like a T chart, right? Or it'll be like a chart, and it'll tell you, all right, we are looking for these people in these type of categories. Right? So even though, let's say, for example, the Venmo grant, even though the Venmo grant, they're giving out, $25,000 or whatever the case may be. When you look in the terms and conditions of that particular grant opportunity, they may say, oh, we want individuals who have, the Venmo platform. You also got to be, live in this particular state, right? So all of these other details that they didn't originally put on the initial page. Right? So you got to dive deep into these grants and truly make sure you are applying for this opportunity that serves in your favor, right? And also taking a look at the scoreboard, the grant scoreboard, so that way you will have clarity on how to answer the questions and making sure that these questions serve in that grantor's favor to really help you increase your chances of approvals. Like one of the grants that we dove deeper into, they actually had like a scoreboard where they were like, okay, you can be a startup, right? But we are looking for, if your answers are community driven, you get this many points, right? And so it's out of 100. So your score is 100. So if you are community driven, if your answers show that you are community based or you're community driven, let's say that's like 70 points. Right? And then if you can show that you have some sort of business structure, let's say that can be like 20 points. So you got that right there. And then you got another one that's like, okay, that shows compassion or shows that they really need this grant, right? And let's say that that's 10%, right? Or that can be 10% or so. There you go. That's the 100, okay? So each grant is different. It's really important that you dive deeper into that grant opportunity before you apply. Because if you keep applying and you keep applying and you keep applying and you're seeing that you're not getting approved, you're going to put yourself in some type of down spiral and you're going to feel like you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to feel like this is not working out. And you have to know, all right, that's why I ask you guys certain questions, especially on some of my live streams, past live streams, you guys will see me ask, well, how committed are you to the grant writing journey? Well, when I say that, I mean, how committed are you to it? Like, have you dove deeper into this grant, right? Have you actually Googled to see who else have won this grant opportunity? A lot of these grant opportunities, they have videos, right? Videos, pitch videos, and videos of the actual winner saying, I won this grant. I am a black male-owned business in Alabama, and I can't believe I won this grant. It's truly going to help take my business to next heights. I didn't believe in this opportunity, but I still applied. right? You had like some real testimonials. One testimonial that really sticks with me is the testimony from Barclays $60,000 giveaway. And if you guys can actually visit their website, I think it's you can Google it, Barclays Grant 60,000. There is this amazing Asian American family. The Asian American woman who actually owned this business, I think it's like a family restaurant or something. Her testimony was so good because she was like, you know what? I was really going through it personally. Like she was explaining how she was going through it mentally, how her family was physically being attacked, right? And also how financially things were also really challenging too. And so it was such a relief to actually hear her story for real, because it actually motivated me to really continue to apply for this Barclays $60,000 grant, no matter what. No matter what. Because it lets me know that they are choosing real people who have real situations going on. And at the time this woman won this grant, she really needed it. She was going through it. No matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are, life be lifing, man. And so when we apply for, give ourselves a chance at applying for these opportunities, even through our faces of adversity, right? Even when we just lost our job or when we don't have the money to pay bills, you never know when applying for this grant opportunity, it can turn your whole entire day around once you get approved, right? So it's all about just giving yourself the chance, right? And another woman, right, which is a Black woman on business. I think she sold cupcakes or like cookies, different baked goods. And she was explaining, she was like, man, like I was doing this out of my house. But now that I got this Barclays grant, I'm able to actually open up a storefront. Because honestly, I already get the support from my community. They already see that I got something going. I just never had the capital to be able to put myself in a plaza, to be able to be my own little standalone. Now I get the chance to, being in a plaza and having a physical location and seeing what that's like, thanks to this grant opportunity, right? So, but if you are committed to the grant journey, right, which brings me back to that, if you are committed to this, then guess what? You will be able to find that there are real people winning these opportunities, right? And you'll be able to see that these people really was going through things, whatever they're going through, however life is lifing for them, and life is lifing for you, and they still apply no matter what. Okay, you got single mothers, you got women who have went through divorces, all kind of stuff, right? And they apply for these grants and they get it, and they have an amazing testimony. One good testimony that I'm gonna talk about really quick before we get off of here is the Hello Skip $10,000 perseverance grant that I applied for you guys live on YouTube about a couple of weeks ago, let's say about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Well, Hello Skip was giving out $10,000. It was called the Hello Skip $10,000 perseverance grant. Perseverance, when I think of perseverance, I think of someone like yourself and myself, which is people who keep pushing forward even when life is lifing. And they chose the winner live on YouTube, right? And they read the winner's answers. That family's answer, that business owner's answers were so stellar. Not because of how professional they sound, but just by the testimony. One of the questions on the application was, how do you show grit and determination, right? Starting a business can really take grit and determination. How do you show perseverance in your business, right? That was one of the questions. The answer to that question was, she was explaining how they went through the California wildfires. At the same time, they were going through COVID, so they lost family members and their home. And they still persevered with their product or service because they never dissolved their business. And they put all of their faith and belief into this business has no choice to work because I can't even work, right? Everybody was on lockdown. There was no way for them to make any type of money, but they kept moving forward. And come to find out, because they persevered through those times, it was actually the perfect time for them to keep going in their business. When the way that they put their testimony together on the application, it sounded very good. And I was like, wow, like this is really a company that truly deserves this $10,000 opportunity, right? So you guys got to apply because everybody has a testimony for sure. And, you want, some of us want our voices to be heard, and this is a really great way to get someone to hear your voice and to pay you for it too. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. So you can visit helloskip.com. You can apply for the $10,000 grant, skip grant yourself. Let me show you guys, for those of you who just came in, and before we get out of here, let me show you guys the grants. Okay, there we go. This is helloskip.com. You can visit there and you can apply for the grant yourself. This grant is so perfect for anybody who wants to start a business and you simply lack the working capital. It's okay, friend. Ain't nobody judging you, because that's why we have these opportunities here. All right, so this is the skip grant, and let's read over it really quick. It says this grant is open to all early stage entrepreneurs and small business owners in the United States, regardless of the stage or size of their business. Here's how it works. You must be a US-based entrepreneur. You have to be 18 years or older, and preference will be given to early stage entrepreneurs. All right, you have to apply by May 31st. This is a 3-question application. The first question asks, describe your product or service. These are my answers that I put in for our friend Veronica. She purchased my $35 course on how to write a business plan. So if you are a startup and you you need $10,000, well, you also need a business plan too. So if you want me to apply for this grant for you, purchase my $35 course. The link is in the description. And then I'll go ahead and apply for the grant for you tonight, okay? The second question says, why did you start your business? And then the third question says, what would you consider to be your biggest accomplishment? Okay, so a 3-question application. Now, all of these questions here, all of these answers are very thorough, okay? So I like to make sure that our answers are polished and professional. Now, what's so cool about Veronica's application is that literally, because I've already filled this out for her, she can go into another grant opportunity and most likely that particular question will already have been filled out for her, right? So let's say, for example, let's go into like the skip $1,000 grant and let's go into the application. Say, well, this has a different question, but if it was like one of the other questions, it will usually copy and paste it automatically, or she can copy and paste it. I think I went into this one and I saw that, yeah, here it is. See, this is the first answer that I have for the other question that we just went through, right? So describe your product or service. This question, the answer went over here, okay? So you can copy and paste it, or it'll already be ready for you to go, for you to apply for other grant opportunities, okay? So helloskip.com, a really great platform to use to kickstart your grant writing journey. If you want me to apply for this grant for you, it's a $10,000 startup grant. You do not have to have an LLC, friend. Okay, so you can tell your significant other, you can tell your business partner, tell your sister, tell your siblings, your family, your friends, your coworkers. Let them know that there is a $10,000 grant for you to start a business. A lot of you guys have amazing skills that God has blessed you with. You have amazing ideas, and you do have some really good friends and family and supporters around you that will help you with kickstarting your product or service for summer 2024. So this $10,000 is definitely going to help you with that as well. Now, you should expect this payment before the end of June 2024, all right? So you want to apply right now so you can have a really good summer and turn up with your product or service so we can shop with you. So visit helloskip.com. You can use my invite code Superior Shelby. That's Shelby with an IE at the end. Or you can simply have me and my team apply for the grant for you. And if you want us to, and you've never had me apply for a grant before for you, all you have to do is purchase my $35 course on how to write a business plan. Okay, you need a business plan, you need $10,000, and you need your whole business foundations put together. So I got you, friend. I'm here to hold your hand through the entire process, okay? The link is in the description of this video, especially if you are watching this live stream afterwards. Thanks so much for watching to this far, friend. I really do appreciate it, okay? So you guys, share this video, like and subscribe, and also turn on push notifications so you won't miss out on when I come back here live on YouTube next week, okay? I want you guys to enjoy your week. Let me answer some of you guys' questions before we get out of here. Let me see. Girl, you definitely speaking the truth. I need your help. Okay, Bree, I would love to help you. I would love to assist. I want to give you guys a shout out as well for those of you all who are just now purchasing the course, because I am getting the notification. Pretty Patra says, thank you, you are God sent. Oh, thank you so much, friend. You God sent too. Okay, you already know the Lord done sent, connected both of us. BG says, need your help. I love your presentation. Just moved to Florida and I need some help with getting some things going. I have a few ideas, but no funds. I would love to talk to you. I would love for you to do this first application for me. Absolutely, BG. So purchase the $35 course on how to write a business plan, which will also give you clarity and reassurance on how to kickstart your business development journey. And then once you purchase the course, I will send you an email and through the Etsy chat, the actual Google form is a short form questionnaire that I will need for you to fill out so that way I can have the information needed to apply for this grant for you, okay? Luis says, for the $10,000 grant, does the business type matter? Also, is it in every state? Yes, it is every state, as long as you are a US-based business. And also, no, it doesn't depend on the business type. As long as you want to start a business, the grant I'm talking about is a $10,000 startup grant. However, Luis, visit helloskip.com and apply for any grant in that free platform that serves in your favor, okay? Bree says, this info is such a blessing. Thank you so much, friends. So shout out to Larita Jr. Shout out to you, Junior, for supporting me, but I had to refund him because I was like, Junior, I already applied for you. I need my friend to, I'm pushing him and motivating him to apply himself. Shout out to Judith, okay? Judith just came through and applied. Shout out to Sheila, Brittany, Veronica, Dion, Joseph, Lakia, everyone from overnight as well, okay? So Judith, I'm making sure that you have the link to go ahead and complete the Google form that I need completed. And then once you finish this, then we will send you an email confirmation letting you know that your grant is all done, as well as the login information and what you should expect after so. All right, so thank you so much for trusting me and me and my team and applying for the grant for you. That's super lit. All right, so you all have an amazing day. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe, and I will see you next week, okay? Have a great business weekend, and peace and blessings. Have a great one, okay? Bye.